Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS.
Handing out paper like they print it. Maybe they do. Stacks and stacks and bags of cash. And you're going to hear deals over the next few days. You're just going, oh, my goodness. And for him and for that guy? And other guys go, no, I'm going to walk away from that because I got a bigger bag coming my way. NBA free agency is underway. Good morning to you. Also underway today will be the second Live Golf Tournament in Portland at Pumpkin Ridge. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
What it do?
Yeah, all right. You ready for the big Live today with Patrick Reed and Bryson and Brooksy and all them guys going out there today? Wherever you find it?
We'll see if I tune in. It's obviously on my radar when it comes to talking about it.
Mm.
Am I going to watch it? We shall find out.
So it's so much easier for me at the office to have it on the TV. Like it doesn't occupy my screens. And I only really have. When you work, you have how many computer screens? You have a million of them. Well, Monica's got 3. I still am it's just my laptop. I don't have
You're
3
a one
screens.
laptop kind of guy.
Yeah, I just don't have the 3 screens. But for maybe Live Golf will make me get an extra one. A. Marie's producer for us on the radio side. Adrian on TV. You gonna seek it out today? Is it on your radar now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
trying to get 9 in as well.
Are you gonna play today?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good for you. Big 3-day weekend coming up.
Yep.
I think even we have Monday off, right?
Yes.
All right. Was out at the ballpark last night, kicking off like a bunch of day weekend. Oh, it's good. It's good because, I got to work 3 days this week.
And the Isotopes are playing well.
Yeah, they won last night. I left before, we left at like, I want to say top of the 8th, and they erupted. Good. Yeah. We didn't get the Taco Tuesday thing. And we love Taco 10, or the Taco 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that, but we didn't get that.
My nephew caught a fly ball.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Stud.
That is a big deal. All right, we got a ton going on today. 8:30 this morning. We are planning on telling you, and JJ, I believe that would be breaking the story officially in this market about a pretty big story, pretty big significant story in regards to professional sports in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So be with us at 8:30, and we'll let the people involved. You're kind of looking at me like, huh? We'll let the people involved tell you the story. But JJ, I think this will be well received, don't you?
I'm hoping. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely a market for it.
Yeah. So that's coming up at 8:30 this morning. All right, biggest story so far in NBA. So a couple moves. One was a trade yesterday, and the Hawks. I thought, boy, they paid a price, but they wanted DeJounte Murray. And the all-star guard from San Antonio goes and joins Trae Young. The Hawks send back to San Antonio 3 first-round picks. A 2023 first-round pick that was the Hornets, which could be good. Their own pick in 25, and then in 27, which, Lord knows. And then Gallinari goes there also, Danilo Gallinari. This is something, obviously, the Hawks wanted to get done. They wanted to build their backcourt around these two players. And now they got someone to run with Trae Young, a terrific young player in Murray.
This was the deal that I was most excited for this week.
Oh.
When the news started to come out earlier in the week about a team in the Eastern Conference that's making a game-changing trade, and it was not the Brooklyn Nets. The Atlanta Hawks pairing DeJounte Murray, a young, dynamic two-way guard, with Trae Young, bolts them in the top 5 conversation in the Eastern Conference. Like, just top 5. Yes, because there's still some really good teams in the Eastern Conference. And Atlanta, the last few years, has done a really good job of finding those role players, of drafting the Kevin Huters, DeAndre Hunters. And they still have a question with John Collins and the free agency, but pairing up DeJounte Murray and Trae Young right now give them a great combo in that backcourt that's going to have them in the conversation to get back to winning playoff series like they did a few years ago when they got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They're going to have as good a backcourt as, I would argue, in the NBA. The Warriors would have something to say about that. Certainly, I know if you consider, and I do, Devin Booker a guard. Devin Booker and Chris Paul's very good. There's some really good ones. But this is going to be up there, and especially as far as young talent and what they did. All right, then James Harden opted out, which, again, put this on the list of, like, there's a growing list of things I'll never say. Like when I meet people and say, "Oh, we've been married 40 years." I'm like, all right. Yeah, put that kind of near the top of the list of stuff I'll never say. The other thing, I'm going to guess, I'm probably never going to say, yeah, I will decline my $47.3 million option. Are you on that? You think you'll ever say that?
No, and never.
You?
No.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna. I don't. No, I'm gonna say no to 1 year, $47.3 million. But James Harden did that, and the conversation is that he's negotiating a new deal with Philly that would basically help them out with flexibility. There would be a $10.5 million exception that they could use. But he's been talking with the team since the end of the season. He is basically, well, not basically, he's made it known that he wants to stay there. He wants to reshape that roster and thinks that they've got a chance. So this could help them because it gives them a full mid-level exception. And look, this is all roster. It's almost like nerd science talk. 4.1 million biennial exception and a sign and whatever. Basically, what I think this means is he's going to sign a longer deal, probably make more money in the long run because he's not going to walk away from $47.3 million.
Yes, you are right on when it comes to a lot of this stuff. NBA free agency, there's some great storylines, and then there's the mid-level exception versus
biennial
after
exception.
this. You're just like, my head's spinning. The one thing here with James Harden is the only reason he opts out is there is a handshake agreement.
That's right.
Saying whether or not it's going to be a long-term deal, there's some talk maybe it's a short-term, like a 2-year deal that makes him happy, but he's not opting out to get less money.
Well,
he's getting enough money. I don't think they're going to go the full max on James Harden. I don't think
you
right now
should.
Philadelphia,
Yeah.
but it might be like a 2-year deal that kind of shocks you, like 2 years, $80 million. You're like, that what? Something along those lines that gives Philadelphia a little bit of flexibility and also allows James Harden to see if he's got anything left in the tank.
Well, 2 years for 80 for them is essentially saying, well, we're getting the second year for $33 million.
Yeah.
Because he could have opted in for that 47.3, and so another $33 million. What's another $33 million? And so we're getting him 2 years for $80 million, and so that second year, really, because he could have opted in, and we would have had to pay it to him anyway. Like Russell, what's Westbrook's deal? 41 point whatever million. I mean, it's bonkers, and they're just going up, and we're soon. And I say soon. I mean, when are we gonna have a guy making $100 million a year? I remember when Millie, and again, I bankered. I was a damn kid.
There's still going to be a while for that.
You think so? Somebody's hitting. Well,
Russ is at 46.
We're at 50, right? Aaron Rodgers 50.
The $100 million is something that's not impossible, but it's still, we got some time to go for that. Because when you look at these franchises right now, there still has to be a willingness to overpay because you're paying these salaries.
We're in overpay season right now.
No, but the NBA has a luxury tax.
Yes.
And so you do still have to be well off enough to manage that from the ownership perspective.
That's absolutely correct. Do you remember some of the landmark deals? Are you guys old enough to remember when A-Rod signed with the Rangers and it was $250 million? And people, it's $250 million. And look, man, I mean, it's still bonkers. But you remember when A-Rod signed, when was it Tom Hicks, the owner of the Rangers at the time, signed him for $250 million. It was like 10 years, $250, and then the Yankees gave him more when they got him. But you remember that? Now
I remember him going. I don't remember the deal.
Now dudes are getting, what, 4 years in that area, right, to play basketball? 4 or 5 years, $250. Bradley Beal's opting out. Now Bradley Beal's walking away from 36.4. I know I'm throwing numbers at you, and they're again. JJ says it, and this is one of JJ's pillars, and he's right. You can't compare what we do to what they do. You can't compare our salaries to their salaries. You can't. I mean, and yet I'm going to later in the show when we talk about Live Golf. I am. Because you hit on another something yesterday that really had me thinking, and I was reading Twitter stuff, just reading comments yesterday. And by the way, you said something yesterday that hit home with me, and I think you're so right. And We're going to talk about that when we talk about Liv. But anyway, 36.4 is what Beal walked away from. Can you imagine? I mean,
No.
I'm good, man. I'm good. He will get paid.
It looks like all signs are pointing at Bradley Beal signing a max 5-year, $248 million extension in Washington.
Okay. 5 for 248 because if he goes somewhere else, I think he can get 4 for like 184.
So that's the little incentives that they throw out there to try to keep players in their market.
Yeah.
You know, the player that you have, you can offer one more year than someone else. I am blowing up Bradley Beal's phone. Even if I think he might be staying in Washington.
If you're who?
I'm Dallas.
Yeah. Dallas 100%, yes.
Miami.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Like
Does
if
Milwaukee
I
have
would have
room?
been Atlanta.
Does
They
Milwaukee
didn't
have room?
make the DeJounte Murray. I have to look because with the Drew Holiday
Yeah.
and Chris Middleton contracts.
What do you do in Phoenix?
Because Bradley Beal to me is the ultimate number 2.
I
like
think
if
he's
you have
true.
Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal,
Yeah.
okay.
What if you had Devin Booker and Bradley Beal? Because Chris Paul's got to be at the end. Whether he thinks it or not, he's got to be at the end. And you're in danger of Phoenix of falling off a cliff if you don't do something, right?
And especially with DeAndre Ayton, who's
But
a
you
free
gave him
agent.
2 years. You gave him 2 years, didn't you? Last off season, right? You gave him 2 years.
But I'm looking at the books and saying, all right, is there any way we could swing this? Because that is a player that puts you over the top towards chasing a champion. Same thing for Zach LaVine. And Zach LaVine, 2 years younger than Bradley Beal. And these guys, it just looks like they're going to re-up, get the max deals
What about the Knicks?
with where they're at. But I'm blowing up the phones. Like, those are the players that push you over the top.
Yeah. All right. Ton to do today. 505-246-0610. That's 505-246-0610. Your emails will come in this morning. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. On the Twitter, follow JJ. It's a great follow. If you're following him, you know it. If you're not, you're missing. And I would suggest you do. It's _ JJ Buck. You can watch the show on Facebook, The OD in the AM. We're simulcast every day. Adrian produces the show for ProView Networks. You can also watch us on Comcast Channel 26 if you have Comcast Xfinity, or on the YouTube channel for ProView Networks. It's all there. Adrian does a great job with terrific production quality there. 8:30 this morning. We are going to, the plan is we got a really big announcement, which I think both of us think is pretty significant on the landscape of professional sports in Albuquerque and New Mexico. So that's at 8:30 this morning. We come back. I don't know. Are you complaining about having to go to work 8, 10, 12, 14 weeks a year? Some people are making a lot of money. It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Titus and Tate, a podcast from two obsessed
Following
basketball.
sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
It's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Industries is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today.
Spending season in the NBA. You'll see a lot of big contracts being handed out. Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, A. and Adrian. Come on in today at 505-246-0610. Thoughts on NBA free agency as you'll continue to get stuff. Zach LaVine's out there. Bradley Beal declined his $36.4 million option to stay in Washington. James Harden walked away from the $47.3 in Philly, but he'll renegotiate a deal there. 246-0610 is the number to get in. 505-246-0610. Thought Lenny might have some thoughts. Good morning, Lenny.
Morning. Well, first I'll go with Detroit real quick. They are killing it on the Jeremy Grant trade because it keeps getting bigger and better for them. Getting Burks Noel from the Knicks for 2 seconds and $6 million in cash, plus the first rounder, plus what they got for Jeremy Grant. It's they're coming out on top for a player with a bloated contract, even though he'll do well in Portland.
Okay.
And then the Atlanta Hawks got fleeced last night.
Boy, they paid a lot.
Fleeced San Antonio last night for DeJounte Murray. So the Knicks are so enamored in Brunson, and you write a letter to your fans bragging that you have 11 first and 11 second round picks the next 7 years, and you can't put together a package better than Danilo Gallinari and 3 first-rounders to get.
You don't think the 3 is a lot? And I guess, JJ, you're probably right on this, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. 25 and 27, who cares? I mean, by then, you got to build now. So maybe
I don't care. The Knicks need to win now, so I don't care that you have 11 first-round picks. You're not going to sign 11 first-round picks in 7 years.
Well, and to
why
your
not
point,
go after the better guard? Would you rather have Brunson?
Yeah, why couldn't the Knicks have done that?
Atlanta guy?
Yeah, no, your point's not wrong. With that stack of first-round picks that they've got, why couldn't they have done that? Yeah, I mean, that's a fair question.
I would have been happy if they gave up 4 first-round picks and threw in Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
Because Reddish is just going to wallow away on the bench in Thibodeau's rotation.
Totally fair. Yeah. Totally
and
fair.
they would have had that. Then, after they made that trade, they would have still had the money to go after Jalen Brunson. Boom, there's your backcourt for the next 5 years.
Okay, I that's totally fair. Yeah.
Okay, so now Trae Young is going to have to learn to play off the ball because I'm drawing a blank now. Murray is a better guard than Trae Young. Physically, he's better. He's a better distributor. Let Trae Young play off the ball so physically the hand will be less demanding on his body.
And shoot.
Because he's not big enough to go after you, and he's not big enough defensively to really guard a lot of people. So they have to fix him on defensive schemes. Now they got a really good defense, and if all of their players come back healthy, they got an excellent team, and they're still going to probably trade either Clint Capella or John Collins.
All right. That's
So now the Knicks, if they swing and miss on Brunson, then everything they've done
they're
is
not
just
gonna
make
swing
it
and miss
more
on
of a
Brunson.
mockery for the team.
They're not going to swing and miss on Brunson.
And then, even if they get Brunson, they have to try to go after DeAndre Ayton, because I would take Ayton all day over Mitchell Robinson.
Where does Ayton land, JJ?
Well, he's not going to end up in Detroit now, because Detroit, the Knicks again, gave them a gift by trading the 13th pick in the draft, who's a big boy at 6'11", 250, who's already center ready for the NBA.
Yeah, I think Ayton's an interesting piece because I think he can be an impact guy.
He can be, but he can't get along with Chris Paul, and he can't get along with the head coach, Monty Williams.
Yeah, it's Monty Williams.
So if you can't get along with Chris Paul, right there, it's over. If you can't get along with the president of the Players Association, you're not playing with them.
Understood.
So where does he go? He's not really a bad center. He can shoot, knock down threes. He gives you 19 and 10 and a block and a half a game, and he's a thick center.
Yep.
So for me, if I'm a Knicks fan, I still, again, go all in on a sign and trade for that. But it's going to be interesting. Harden's going to take a deal for anywhere between $5 and $8 million less a year, so they can sign PJ Tucker.
Well, okay, but he's going to get more money. So like JJ said, if he goes instead of his 40 turned down 47.3. If he gets a 2-year deal for 40, he's getting an extra 33 million. He's getting next year's money. So
he's getting extra money, and even if they go even with a third year with a player option, but that gives them opportunity. Because very few players are going to take less money. You're not going to see Kyrie take less money.
No one's taking less money
to bring up another player in. But Harden knows they need other players on the team, and PJ Tucker brings them that grit that they need on that team for defense.
All right, well, we're going to watch it play out, and I know we'll talk to you throughout the week.
So starting at midnight tonight, let the wallets open.
Yep, it's good. All right, man, be well.
All right.
See you. Ayton's interesting to me. Do you think he can? Because I get it. He's worn out his welcome where he is. I thought not this last year, but the year prior when they went to the finals. I thought he came of age. I thought he grew up. Now, I don't know that he took his biggest step forward this last year, but I don't know that he's never going to be Joel Embiid, but I think he's a guy that can make a difference on a team that's about ready to bake itself.
Yeah, and that's been a lot of the questions with DeAndre Ayton. He's still only 24, and why wouldn't Phoenix extend him?
Yep.
A situation where DeAndre Ayton fits, he's a lot better in Phoenix. He's not. I think the one thing with DeAndre Ayton, you don't look at him and say he's great. Like, oh, this guy's a difference maker.
Although at times he's really good.
Really good at everything. So I think that's really a fit anywhere. You just heard Lenny talking about the Knicks and Mitchell Robinson. It's more of a defensive-minded center, rebounding, which seems like that would be right up Tom Thibodeau's alley. More versatility in DeAndre Ayton. I think he'll have plenty of suitors. And when you look at a 24-year-old center that's played at the highest level, it can be consistent on both ends of the floor. His deal is gonna look like really good compared to a lot of these other players at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think to me there's a number of players. Bradley Beal and Ayton stand out to me, and Zach LaVine, right? I mean, is that the top of the class?
It's just gonna be tough when you look at those guys who are game changers for the really good teams to try to swing something, the space needed. A sign and trade to try to acquire one of those guys, which LaVine and Bradley Beal, you'd love to have them, but it's all pointing back to them just signing MAC extensions to stay where they are.
His point on the Knicks is not wrong. Look, I think 3 firsts and a good player is a lot for DeJounte Murray, but DeJounte Murray's good. And again, you've swung me on this. In the NBA, look, whatever. You know what? I don't have picks in 2025 and 2027. I'll worry about that later. If I can get this guy who makes a difference now, and I feel that it could put me over the top now, whatever over the top means now. I've got Trae Young now. Let me build now. And the Knicks with 11, they've got a stack of 11 picks. They couldn't put something like that together. Their fan base is just, it's bonkers listening to Knicks fans because.
Got to be, you're screaming like Stephen A. Smith if you're a Knicks fan because what is this infatuation with Jalen Brunson? Good player. He's not your lead guy.
So why is
DeJounte Murray is more of a leading man than Jalen Brunson. It's just. It sounds cheaper than the $200 million deals for the other players. Like it's what you can do. So it's what the Knicks are like infatuated with. It's getting Jalen Brunson. And if you're sitting there,
well, he's a New York guy, so he's from New Jersey. He went to high school though in Illinois, and then went to Villanova. So it's not like he's a New York City, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Harlem guy. He's not. I'm with you. I think Brunson's nice, and DeJounte Murray didn't even. Was he on the block? Was this conversation? Because this kind of came out for me. My ear went to the ground on this one. But when this happened yesterday, I kind of went, huh? Like, oh, okay. I didn't realize he was going to be on the move, that he was on the market. And I agree with you. Like, if the Knicks were going to go all out, I understand he would have been a free agent.
That's something you could do.
And sign a free agent.
Because DeJounte Murray is scheduled to make $16 million next year, then become an unrestricted free agent. He's 25 years old. This really caught everyone off guard because the Spurs felt like the last couple of years.
We're building something.
All right, they're young. They made the play-in tournament, but you figured they're turning around. They're going to lean on DeJounte Murray, and then all of a sudden, Greg Popovich in San Antonio going to full-on tank mode with a move like this. And if you're Atlanta, you're like, yes, please. You take this expiring role player, Gallinari, throw some picks at him. To Lenny's point, you have a very dynamic backcourt where Trae Young is still going to be a featured ball handler because he is good at getting others open and at offense. It's a great move for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. All right, when we come back, Liv is going to kick off or tee off their second tournament today. First one in the United States. It's in Portland at Pumpkin Ridge. And there's more big names, and there's more talk, because everybody spoke this week, and so, but there's a theme, and JJ hit on it yesterday, and there's talking points where we're gonna hit on that. I wonder where you are on it. I think I know. It's kind of about work. 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610 is how to get into us. Who watches your home? Who's watching it? Like when you're out and around, is it the good guys? Is it the bad guys? I called the good guys years ago. I called International Protective Service, IPS. They watch my home. I've been traveling a little bit this last spring and summer and go out of town. I was gone last week. It was garbage day. IPS came by with patrols. They moved the garbage cans to the curb and back on Monday. They pick up any mail, newspapers, if you got a package delivered, and they just watch your home and give it a lived-in look. They respond to alarms. If your alarm goes off, they're there within 5 to 7 minutes. That has happened to me. I've been out of town. The alarm's gone off. They're there. They give you peace of mind. They make sure everything's okay. Back in 2006 is when IPS opened up. Started to protect homes in Fort Hills. Aaron Jones opened this company because he's passionate about protecting this community, making it a better and safer place to live and work. For about $5 a day, you can have private security for your home or your business as well. Give them a call, see what they can do for you. I think you're going to like what you hear. 505-897-2420. That's the number, 505-897-2420, or go online at ipsglobal.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit CarCrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. The Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color.
I went. Yes, well, everywhere went. Addie and I went to the ball game last night. Winner last night. Isotopes dinner.
You carry out the trophy like the Stanley Cup?
No. But Addie was with me, and it's funny. I posted a few pictures with her, and people are like, "You met Charles Barkley?" And then these women are like, "No way! Let me see the picture." And all everybody wants to see is a picture of her and Charles Barkley, and hear her story of her, like the Barkley thing. Her meeting Barkley this weekend. That's super cred
I'm
for
so
her.
jealous.
I don't know if she posted it on her Instagram. I should check that. I do kind of watch it closely. But yeah, that was like the.
You know how it is, Jeff. You might have won the award.
No, look.
She's a superstar.
I just
how it
hope
should be.
people her age understand.
Yes, I know that.
It just show up like, "Hi guys, where's the kid?" All right.
That's right. No, I'm good with it, man. Let her, dude. The beauty of her now is watching her come out of her shell. She's not arrogant about
No.
it. She's super confident about it. She's not cocky. She's not just that little bratty kid. She's a humble cocky, maybe. That's good. But
she's charming.
I told you my two favorite moments. The one that for the me moment was when Jackie McMullen said, "Oh yeah, I know who you are." I'm like, "Whoa!" And then I walked away from the table went to the bar to get a drink, came back and was watching my 16-year-old daughter like dominate the table at the banquet, and the other women at the table were like leaning in, listening to her stories. It was, yeah, dude, she owned it. All right, Live today. Live Golf is going to play its first first tournament on American soil. How about that? They'll play Pumpkin Ridge in Portland. JJ, you hit something yesterday, and I thought it was so dead on about, you got to go to work, and I'm listening. Everybody's trying to explain it. Every one of these guys who go over there, and maybe it's going to be a short hit, whether it's Koepka or Matthew Wolff or whoever it is. Say, why did you go to Live? And why Koepka yesterday, was it yesterday, 2 days ago, was I just changed my mind. Why'd you change your mind? I changed my mind. You guys aren't going to believe me. Okay. Matthew Wolff on the tweeter went off about how he had to work so much, and he had to make now I had to make a decision about spending my off week with my dog and my girlfriend, or going across country to see my swing coach. And with all due respect, I'm sure that was a tough decision to make. Did you want to hang out? Maybe your swing coach should be in the same, I don't know, time zone would work, or one time zone away. And I'm sure you wanted to snuggle with your dog and your girlfriend, in whichever order you wanted to snuggle. And I'm sure it was a decision he had to make. But that's probably something, as you're trying to explain your plight and sway public opinion, like the poor guy had to decide. You mean he has to work 20 weeks a year? How many weeks a year do you work, by the way? You work 52. How many do you work?
All of them?
Yeah, I work 2 jobs, 2.5 jobs. And again,
same.
It's a
you
professional choice.
Yeah.
And this is one where this absolutely does translate. When you look at,
you always say it doesn't, but
when it comes to like the
does.
salary,
yes,
and
yeah,
what these guys are making at the highest level, you have golfers complaining they're not getting paid enough, but they don't want to put in the work to do the job. When they're probably sitting there looking at what's happening in NBA free agency, and some of these guys are super excited because they got a signing bonus to join the Live Golf Tour, which looks like what an NBA player does. Do you realize the season that these guys play, and they actually work out in the off season?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they get to be home, but they're on the road how many times a year? Like the guys that are saying the schedule's too tough and I have to play multiple golf tournaments, like, and we're supposed to feel sorry for you?
I just look.
It's a professional decision. Like, that gave you the opportunity to get where you are. It's never easy for anyone to have to not be home to work, but that is on the bottom of things that are going to get people to go, oh yeah,
And that's why you're
golf.
explaining
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, and that's why
You work less to make more money.
Yeah.
We all want to do that.
And that's the answer, man. I'm making more and I'm working less.
The one guy that maybe you don't have to like where it's coming from, but you finally have to say thank you is Pat Perez.
No, he's always the guy who's going to
Pat Perez
tell you how it is. Look, that doesn't surprise
by the way,
me at all.
they had like a party Monday or Tuesday night.
Always been
He
a big
shows
Pat
up,
Perez guy.
button-up shirt, which is just dollar bills,
Yep.
like $100 bills.
Yep.
And he was asked if he had concerns about where the money is coming from. He said no. He's at least the one guy that stepped up and said, I'm 46. I played a lot of golf. This is easy money.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yes. We know.
Look,
Try
the
to spin it.
runway's getting shorter for a 46-year-old guy to make money playing golf. And I don't know what he got, so I'm going to guess he didn't get $100 million to go over there, but I'm going to guess he got paid and can get paid. And I'm down with that. Look, JJ, the only reason these guys are telling you why they're going over there and making up their crap is to sway public opinion. And 3 tournaments from now, nobody's going to care. It's going to go away. It's each guy that comes over, they have to explain it. But this whole, I have to work 20 weeks a year, 25 weeks a year. Please stop. Like with all due respect, I told you the story on Monday night. Scott Van Pelt was praising his wife, Stacy, for the hours he works. He says, we don't live normal lives, right? He says, we don't. And now we have a child, and she's with it, and I sleep in, and she gets up early, and Ernie Johnson was talking about the first time he's traveled with his wife in however many years, because he said we don't live normal lives. We all choose our profession, man. You can go be 9 to 5 and live the normal life, whatever normal happens to be. These guys chose their profession, their career, their lifestyle. And they're making a boatload of money. They were making a boatload of money before they went over to Live Golf. They're making a lot of money on the PGA Tour, playing golf and sponsorships. And the whole woe is me, I had to make it just like of all the, and I was reading the Twitter comments, and people were just beating the hell out of Matthew Wolff. And you know what? They should have. That's your reason. That's what. Look, man. I had a week off or 2 weeks off, and I had to decide if I was going to go spend it. You have all off season off, bro. You take whatever.
Your dog and girlfriend couldn't have come with you.
They couldn't have come on the trip with you. I just and look, dogs are traveling everywhere now. They got dog relief areas in every freaking airport. There was a huge ass dog across the aisle coming back on Monday night. Like, I didn't even see that. He's like, "Do you see that dog?" And I'm like, "I expect a little lap dog." Whoa!
Does the dog have its own seat?
It did, dude. It was a 70-pound dog. Yes, it had its own seat. Yes, but this whole please just stop. If you want to tell me I'm making money and I don't care where it comes from, and I'm 46 years old or I'm 20, I don't care.
We get it.
Again, at some point, look, A-Marie was just looking at the broadcast crew. Are you ripping the broadcast crew for taking Saudi money? Are you going to boycott the sponsors? Now there is going to be a protest today in Portland, and there is going to be some pushback a little bit from September 11th families who are planning a protest at the Live event today. Which again is the first one in the United States, but there were families who lost loved ones in the 9/11 attacks are planning to gather at a nearby park to speak out against the Saudi funded tour. Okay, all right, and these guys are going to go cool, and then they're going to go play golf. You want to talk about that, and I want to hear what you have to say. 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. I'm sorry, like I enjoy my time off too. But how many jobs are you working right now? You work 51 weeks a year. You took 2 days off last week. I mean, even when I'm off, I'm working. Like you listening, you're working. You get your 2, 3, if you're really lucky, 4 weeks vacation a year. So you're working 48. I don't know. Do you feel bad for the guy who's, I got to work 26 weeks a year playing golf, making millions, and this, it used to be on my week off. I had to decide one of my weeks off, half of the year off. JJ, half the year I get off. I had to decide if I was going to hang out with my girlfriend or my dog, or go across the country and see my swing. Why don't you fly your swing coach out, bro? 505-246-0610. We'll have this conversation. I know you feel really bad for these people. It's the Opening Drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride barbecue chicken and ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated, with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. The Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click Animal.
Not a big surprise that it was Pat Perez who came out and said, yeah, no, here's the money's on my shirt, and they're paying me a lot of money, and that's why I'm here.
More money, less work.
Let me ask
Sign
you,
me up.
how do you feel about Pat Perez? He's the one who said it.
Fine, because it's not fake spin. You're not trying to sell us on some, oh, they're changing, we're looking forward to the future. This is just a lot of money to play golf. They're trying to get everyone to say, hey, don't look at us, look at golf, and we're going to be different. No, it's a lot of money to play golf.
Yep. Here's another question I'll ask you as we go forward with this. A lot of them are saying, well, we're just trying to grow golf. We're trying.
For who?
How will somebody explain to me how are you growing the game of golf by going to a tour that plays 8 times and it's just paying you a bunch of money and doesn't have a TV contract? I'm just asking. I'm listening.
Smaller
I'd like to
fields.
know, and smaller fields. I'd like to. I mean, it's a great talking point. How are you growing the game of golf? Hello, Tony.
Where's your heart, sir? Where is your heart? 26 million just doesn't go as far as it used to, sir.
That's a really good point. No,
Come
you're right.
on.
You know, it's a really good point.
These guys, it's just millionaires crying about millions, and it's such a turnoff whenever you're watching, whenever I'm watching TV and I start seeing about this guy arguing about this amount of money, and it's just like I just turned the channel. It's ridiculous. I was actually talking to my son. He's a junior at the University of Houston. And we were talking, and he's like, "Dad, look at all this money these golfers are making." I was like, "Son, get on it. Get on it. You got to get your piece of the pie there." And he's like, "What do you think? Should I try to go? Should I try to, dedicate more time to it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead. But come on, the kid can't even beat me. So he's got a lot of practice to do.
So hit the books is the answer, kid. Become one of their agents. Hit the books and become an agent, but get 2%. Yes.
It's just these guys. It's ridiculous already. Don't sit there and pull out the boohoo poor me card. What these guys should do, what they should make them do, is play per hour. Play by the hour. If Topgolf's going to charge me by the hour, make these guys play by the hour, and then we'll see how many weeks out of the year they're working. It's so just come out and say you're doing it for the money.
Yeah.
Just come out and say you're doing it for the money, and more people will respect you more.
I think that's right.
But that's the world that we live in, sir.
Yep.
But hey, on another note, congrats on the award. Well deserved.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Have a good day, guys.
See you. Edward's gone. All right. I went to go there. What did he think? We're getting too close to the top of the hour or something? He's got that little clock in his head, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Explain to me how they're growing the game. That's the other one I've heard a lot. Mickelson, it's in the talking points. Mickelson's used it. I think Brooks
are they taking that money to pay the caddy fees of the young players on the PGA Tour?
Well, are they
so
taking the game to
come out in the negative? Are they starting some city youth golf tournament
in Dubai? I don't know. I would really be interested. So, like, if you look at Live in the News,
are they having conversations with Nota Begay about how to grow the game?
I don't. All of their news, and it's not. We're starting a clinic here. It's player signings. Matthew Wolff and world number 2 amateur Eugenio Chacarra. Come on. Live Golf to feature immersive fan village live music food festival, golf performance center. Ooh, they have a kid zone. Maybe that's it. And a Saturday night fireworks show. Okay.
Just a bounce house right beside the 18th green.
Live Golf to have Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, Patrick Reed, and Abraham Answer. Fan favorite Pat Perez. Oh, okay. Former world Brooks Koepka joins. Abraham Answer joins.
They're getting what they want. A ton of publicity and run for their tournaments that then people are going to be like, wait, how do I even watch this? And they'll forget about it on the weekend because they're not going to Facebook.
And I know we're talking a lot about it, and it is fascinating. I just think it is fascinating. But am I wrong on this? One of the talking points has been growing the game. Well, what, on YouTube? Like, how are they growing the game?
Just because you're streaming doesn't mean you're getting to a younger audience.
Well, in this case, I think you're streaming solely because it means you don't have a television contract.
It's because no one is putting you on TV
yet
right now.
Yet.
But just because you're like, hey, look at us. We're streaming. Okay. I get we're streaming right now. Mm-hmm. But all of a sudden, all those young kids that might be looking for, all right, who's playing Minecraft? What Call of Duty thing is really going to be like, oh, here's a stream. Let me tune in for the heck of it.
Hey, Marie, will you call the Saudi Golf Tour and Live people see if they want to pick up our stream and what it might be worth to them?
Of course.
Will you,
of course.
Let's get that deal worked out. Would you have a problem taking their money?
Absolutely not.
All right, just making sure. I don't think.
Look at Arlo White.
I'll minus some zeros even. I don't care.
The main voice of this.
Okay, so
he was the voice of soccer.
Yeah.
He was the lead commentator.
International, right?
For the Premier League.
Yeah. Is he not anymore?
He is the most.
So is he not doing that anymore?
I think he probably. I don't know for sure, but that just shows you like he had such a great position. He was the lead voice of the Premier League. Like of soccer announcers, like he's the dude you knew.
Yeah. I just look,
and they got him to go over. And
again, I'm not mad at any of this, and it's interesting, and that's why we spent so many hours talking about it. And if you want to go get your money, man. Go do it. We're talking about NBA guys getting $47.3 million a year, whatever. Go do it. But the line of crap that you're feeding the public is so hard to digest. The whole we're growing the game. How are you growing the game, man? I'm doing it because I was working so much, and on my off weeks I had to make a decision. And do I spend it with my girlfriend and my dog, or do I go see my swing coach? Like with all due respect, stop it. Stop. And that's make your money, man. I have no problem. And if Pat Perez comes out and he says, and he's wearing his shirt with dollar bills all over it, and his answer, what'd you tell me his answer was? I'm making a lot of money. They're paying. I'm 46.
They asked him, "Do you care where the money's coming from?"
And he says, "No."
Said, no. As long as, well, he didn't say this, but this is what I'm saying. As long as those checks clear and are cashing.
Look, he's 46. He has made a hell of a career now, Pat Perez. I mean, it's easy to look up how much money he's won, but I would guess he's made $50 million playing golf over the years, and he's right. Just tell me, just stop feeding me crap. I mean, is the public that stupid? We're growing the game. Just feed them the line. We're going to grow the game. Oh, okay, but how are 8 tournaments in places that there's already golf, really, except for the one? Well, I think they're taking the one to Saudi Arabia. How are you growing the game? Are you growing it in London by playing that one tournament? Are you growing it in Portland this week? I'm listening. If there's an answer, I'm open. 505-246-0610. Big news at 8:30. Big news on the professional sports landscape in Albuquerque at 8:30 on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Sound.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
It's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream Style Stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone.
It says, does Nick Faldo end up announcing for Live, Jeff? He retired, right? Nick Faldo just kind of retired from CBS. He was with Nance for all those years. Would you be surprised for 1 second if he ends up with Arlo White on the Live broadcast? I wouldn't. Would you?
Yes.
You would be? He was pretty critical of it.
I'd be a little bit surprised when you come out that hard.
He was pretty critical. Yeah. He was pretty critical. 505-246-0610. Maurice says, with the Dow down another 550. Is it down that much? Damn. An overpriced college coming up. If another station offered you a nice signing bonus, twice the paid vacation time, and oh, by the way, show's only going to be 2 hours a day, how quickly does OD become the J.J. Buck Show, Jeff? Look, I get it. We've had, yes, I got it. I can work less. But I think there's a difference between acknowledging, I'm working less and making more, and we would all do it, as opposed to, but I was working 26 weeks a year, and enough
Working
of that.
Too much.
I was working too much because I had to go to play golf. You're just not gonna get. I was going to the best resorts in the world and playing golf, and
Oh yeah. You're working too hard.
yeah. With all due respect, and there's Maurice, there's a difference. Yeah, I've acknowledged that. Yeah, you would, I would, yes, and that's what they're doing. But just saying, man, just tell me, I'm working less and I'm making more. Not the, but here's my plight. I had to work. I played 4 tournaments in a row, and I was taking 2 weeks off, and I had to decide between spending the time with my dog and my girlfriend or my swing coach. Oh, poor dude. He had to work 4 weeks. You know what he had to do, JJ? He had to go to Pebble Beach and then Riviera, and then Torrey Pines, and then he had to go to Phoenix and play TPC Scottsdale. I mean, that poor guy, he worked his butt off. Stop it. I mean, just be honest with people. Edward, good morning to you.
Well, top of the morning to you all. It's nice to hear your voice. Award-winning show. I'll elaborate on that in a sec. Pat Perez, $10 million signing bonus is signed with the Live Tour.
Good for him.
$26 million in career earnings with Arizona State. Made $533,000 last year. Got a check for $10 million. Unless you're a bumbling idiot that buys rims and tattoos on the biweekly, you could have generational wealth with a $10 million check.
That's right.
Right? So it goes back to about a month ago. I said people will engage in what I deem situational ethics. They'll take one stance, but when there's an opportunity to benefit financially or otherwise, they'll change their stance, and that's a situational ethic capacity. So, it is what it is. As soon as you understand it, as soon as you start unveiling people's human dynamic in life, then you don't get all concerned and overwhelmed with people's decisions, and you're like, okay, I kind of see what's going on there. By the way, welcome back, award winner. A 3-time award winner, and A-lister got her first go-around at this, and JJ, the dynamic and brilliant and talented JJ, has a multiple award winner. You guys are kind of Belichickian when you mentioned yesterday, what we're going to do? We're going to take no days off. The day the Patriots get the Super Bowl trophy in the parade, he'd be like, no days off. We're on to Cincinnati, and that was epic. So thank you for sharing that. The stories you share about your daughter, Jeff, I must elaborate. You've done such a phenomenal job raising that young, dynamic woman. They're so brilliant, this next generation. Our kids, we always want them to be the best version of ourselves. They're far more intuitive, altruistic, benevolent than we were, probably a decade older than they are right now. And they're going to change the world. It's amazing what she's done. I think she's going to do even greater things, and I appreciate you sharing that part of your life, because it's a true blessing. So
Can I
congratulations.
tell you this yesterday? I met a gentleman up in. I was up in one of the suites. We went to see some people, and there was a gentleman. I didn't tell you guys the story. So he says, "I listen to the show all the time, and you and you know I've heard about Addie." And I'm like, "Well, she's right here." He's like, "That's her." And again, as you said, she's the star. And I don't know, maybe I talked too much about her, but this gentleman wanted to meet her. He's like, "I heard her," like he didn't know she was with me, and that was really cool. So.
You probably need to talk more about her because she's brilliant and dynamic and all good things, Jeff. So the best version of you, that's awesome. Real quick I understand there's consternation about the seeding bracket. And, you know, I know Jason had me as a controversial, in quotation marks, 2 seed a couple of times. These guys are getting my C game, right? I'm the Steve Jobs. I'm the Elon Musk. I'm the Bill Gates. I should get a bye into the finals. I should get a bye into the finals and let these guys battle it out because, you know what? Not only do I have a bust made in my image, I have 4 or 5 traveling light-up trophies that A-lister, you know, modeled after A-lister traveling trophy. And I think it's brilliant. I actually asked her to forward me the email because I wasn't listening. They're making me work every once in a while to earn my paycheck.
Damn it, that sucks.
I have to.
Yeah, you got to work.
I'd like to see the email. But last point, real quick. So this generation, Jeff, I've been in corporate America as a manager for over a quarter century. The new era of kids coming in, young adults coming from college, they want to negotiate working from home.
I know.
They don't want to be in the office. It's a different mentality. And I think the precipice of this was COVID, where people realized, hey, I can do work from home, and I don't need to go to an office. So there's a negotiation going on, not only in corporate America, but in sports. So anyway, thank you for letting me share a few stories.
Thanks, man.
And I'm glad you're back, and congratulations to all of you. Great job.
No, the COVID, being able to work from home, and now 4-day work week's a big deal, and but the flexibility to be able to work from home, and I think you know how I feel about that. I think personal interaction, is a big part of team building and working together, and it's hard to just work on a team and never see anybody outside of a little box on your computer screen. But it's not where the world's going, man. It's not where it is. Jess, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jeff, welcome back from your trip.
Thank you.
One thing I love about our little side, I guess we'll just call it the Legends message group, is, throughout especially the last couple of years, we get to share, intimate moments, and it's usually like 99% of the time it's about our kids. And I don't really other than your family, that's a really cool thing to have. Sometimes we wouldn't even share on Facebook. Little moments, usually they're dad moments. And that's one thing that I've definitely enjoyed over the years with Grady. Howard counts because he's got his grandkids, and he talks about them the exact same way in those same moments. And you with Addie, Grady with his kids, and then Edward. So it's been a really cool thing to all see our kids grow up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they're all good. Chances on mine, he just needs to get his grades up a little bit. He still thinks he can get away with if I'm good at sports, which maybe that's a bad thing that sports has taught him. He doesn't have to get good grades, which it's hard to tell him no because you see sports guys all the time get in trouble. But if you're good enough, it doesn't really matter sometimes.
That's unfortunate.
But it's glad to see our kids growing up, and Edward's right. It's much different mentality. I think, especially when it comes to social issues, our kids' generation is far more superior than probably any previous generation before them. But I did not hear the seating deal. Do you know where I was seated at, Jeff?
I'll find it. Do you remember? I'll find it for you.
We'll figure it out, but that's fine. I've been crushing people on here for years, and I don't know what the criteria of the seating is quality of calls, something serious, funny, trashing people, who knows? But it feels like I've been doing it forever. And
I don't see you on the one. You're not on the one. Oh, you're on the 2 line. You're a 2 seed.
Which is good. You know what? I'd rather be the 2.
How come I only see 3 1 seeds?
It's because Jason went to New Mexico State math.
Makes sense.
So with the golf thing, Jeff, they're already doing a lot of PR, right? Seems like a lot of damage control for something that's changing golf. If you're having to answer these questions and you're supposedly changing the game of golf, you're starting off on the wrong foot. And let's just be honest, it's about the money. And when you start lying like that, people don't want to hear it, especially now.
I agree.
We're paying $4.50 for gas, and we got to hear that.
Yeah,
get out of here with that.
Tell me the truth, man. I just think that's all people want to hear. They don't want to hear your woe is me stories about how hard you have to work. Look, I'm not telling you it's easy to be on the PGA Tour. I'm not. It is a grind. You can lose money. You have to win to earn money. I'm not telling you it's easy, but nobody wants to hear your woe is me stories about having to work 26, 22, 24 weeks a year and go play Riviera and then Pebble and then I did the Hawaii swing and then I get 2 weeks off, but do I work with nobody wants to hear that. If you want to tell me like Pat Perez did, yeah, I'm making money. I'm 46 years old and like Edward just said, he's made, what did he say, 21 million in his career, he just made 10. And he made $500,000 last year, whatever. I get that, man. We all get that. You get that. I get that. But when you're going to give me a woe is me story about how it's either my dog and my girlfriend or I got my swing coach, all due respect, bro. Like we all got to work, and nobody's going to feel bad for you. And then this line, and we're growing the game. How are you growing the game? I'm listening. Like the PGA of America is growing the game. They're out there. I'm listening because I want to be educated. I don't just feed me a line and expect me to chew on it. How are you growing the game?
I think they're feeding a lot of lions, and I'd rather them. I think it's just a good policy in general. Just be honest. Because people are going to see through the BS. They will. Yeah. And the talk about making money. I don't know if this maybe popped up on JJ because I know he's big on the tweeters. Chase Daniels. Yeah. 41 million career earnings.
God bless him.
5 starts.
God bless him.
Phenomenal. Yeah. See, sometimes you don't have to be the best to still be the best.
I know what. All right, man. Be well.
Great morning.
See you. All right, if you're on the phone, stay there. I know you still want to talk a little bit about this. We want to hit you. Bottom of the hour. That means 8:30. We're going to planning on having a pretty big, significant conversation about pretty significant development in professional sports here in Albuquerque. So that's coming up at 8:30 this morning. Thanks for being with us. We'll do that then. I want to tell you about Kirtland Federal Credit Union. What can they do for you? Well, what's your financial goal? They can help you at Kirtland Federal Credit Union. Whether you're looking to buy a car, they've got competitive rates, unbeatable service. They'll help you drive away in the vehicle you want with payments you can live with. Or you're looking for a new home. Choose from a wide variety of mortgage programs and partner with a team of friendly, knowledgeable mortgage experts. Looking to improve your home? Turn the value of your current home into cash. Use that for improvements, upgrades, whatever you want. Planning for retirement? Investing for retirement starts with Kirtland Financial Services. Talk to an advisor today. Start walking the path to a financial confident future. How can they help today? Stop by any branch and find out, or visit them online at kirtlandfcu.org. That's kirtlandfcu.org. Membership eligibility required. See your representative for complete details.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
It's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of
Ralph wants to know, is the big announcement the Isotopes becoming a Dodgers affiliate? Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, A. Marie. We're pretty planning on a significant announcement coming up at 8:30 this morning. 246-0610 if you want to get in, you can. We're talking about the LIV Golf Tour. Just tell me the truth, man. I'm making a lot of money. John, good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. It's been a long time since I called in. First of all, Jeff, I want to congratulate you. I know it's to JJ and Anne-Marie, but when you're not here in the morning, it's kind of a little bit of a letdown because I'm so used to hearing your voice. You're kind of like an old friend on the radio, and I really appreciate what you did, and congratulations. And JJ and Anne-Marie do a fine job as well. It's just different, you know what I mean?
No, they're great. Let me tell you, and make sure you're with them all the time because they do a great job. Thanks for the kind words.
On your daughter and talking about your daughter, you know, I'm a parent as well. I've got 3 kids. They're all in their 30s, and they're all at the top of their game. I couldn't be more proud, even though I come from a broken home. We had divorce, and I've talked about my son before. He's a top-notch high school basketball coach in Colorado. My daughter is a award-winning teacher in Kansas City. She teaches English, and she also does cheerleading and dance team. And my other son, Derek's on the top of his industry, solar industry with his company, and they're all doing great. And Edward's right. The breed of the children that are coming up, they're just different. They're smarter. I can't believe how smart my kids are. It's just unbelievable. And not only that, their ingenuity. Both my sons can build anything. I wasn't that good at it. I couldn't build. I'd hire people to build a deck or whatever, but my boys, they just build it themselves.
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind.
The new generation.
And, I love the fact that you talk about your daughter. I think these kind of stories need to get out there. I know there's a lot of negativity about today's children growing up, but when we can hear the good stories about children and their exploits and how well they're doing, it's a good thing. Enough with the negativity, and let's get that positivity out there and be an inspiration to other kids. And as far as this LIV, you know, I'm in a certain financial situation, and if I was offered the money to extricate myself where I'm in, I take it. I don't care where the money
Most of
come
us
from.
would.
I would
yeah.
take it.
Yep. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. I think we all would. Hey, can I tell you something? I don't know if I told you this. So JJ told me, I don't know, a while back, we have an app. You weren't here. I had no idea, dude. I swear to God, we didn't promote it. Like, and they're like, yeah, we have an app. I'm like, we have an app? It's up on the board. So we have an app.
It's free.
And it's free and it's really good. And so I don't listen all the time when I'm gone, but I listen a lot. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm honored to work with the two of you every day. And John, I hope you're listening when I'm here and when I'm not here. You guys do a hell of a job. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your backside. Obviously it's different when you're not here, when JJ's not here, when I'm not here. There's a different. We all bring
when
a
the gang's
dynamic
all
to
not
the
here,
show, right? When JJ's not here, it's a different dynamic. I obviously, and so, but I don't think it's any worse. I don't know if that's what he was saying. But here's my point: is I think it's a great show when you guys are when I'm not here. I think it's a great show. I listen. And I'm proud of what you guys do, and I'm entertained by it. I'm informed by it. So don't let a comment like that, please, deter what you guys are doing.
We're just trying to get like you.
No, don't try to get like me.
Trying to grow up and be like you.
Don't grow up, first of all.
Ever.
And don't be like me. Be like you guys. And I'm like your stuff is solid. And Emery, when you're not here, it's a different dynamic. When JJ's not here, right? This is kind of what a team is, and we put together something pretty cool. And I'm proud of what we've got, not what I've got, what we've got. And so please just know that when a comment like that comes in, I understand what he was trying to say, but you guys are killing it, and I listen. And
it's a comfort.
It is a comfort. I understand.
You're the voice of sports.
Because I've been here forever. I don't know how I got to be this guy. And I plan on being around a while. I hope that's cool. But
absolutely.
But my point is, you guys are really, really good. And when I'm not here,
it's crazy.
You're really, really good.
When you think about, this is a really interesting market. There's not one thing you gravitate to. Yet, there's Lobos.
No.
There's Aggies, but the NFL resonates. But to make your mark as long, absolutely.
Well, but you guys are making you're made your mark too. Is my point, and I just keep doing what you. When I'm here, please keep doing what you're doing.
You do
but,
you.
But don't grow up first of all, and don't be me. Be you, be you, because what you guys are is really freaking good. And let's keep. I love the momentum we got on this thing. So, John, thanks for the call on that. I appreciate the kind words, and I just want you guys to know, man, you guys you're killing it. 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. All right, so we got an announcement coming up at the 8:30 this morning. We got. Have I missed? I haven't really looked for. I can almost expect like more NBA news every second. And I got it. Miles Bridges was arrested.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Great timing for restricted free agents.
Yeah, what a time.
Bridges.
It was bad, too. It's bad.
All right. What is it? Tell me. When TMZ is reporting
domestic
it, it's bad.
violence,
See, all right,
woman is hospitalized.
All right, so let me just tell you, when Woj reports it, it's one thing. When TMZ's got it, it's never good. It's like when Larry Barker's knocking on your door, it's not good.
How about Miles Bridges?
All right. So Miles Bridges is Charlotte Hornets
coming forward, 24 years old for the Charlotte Hornets. Really made his mark this season. He's staring at a max extension. We're talking about a dude could be making $25 million per year. And on the day you can officially announce free agency deals this afternoon, he's in police custody.
Domestic violence. Look. This guy was the Hornets' leading scorer last year. He's a restricted free agent. To your point, could be getting a max deal. Amory, what do you got on him? I'm looking for details.
He's so. After an argument, I don't know if it's a significant other, but a woman required medical attention. It turned physical. That's what the sources told TMZ. But then it reported that the 24-year-old turned himself into the police and has been released on a $130,000 bail.
She paid $13,000 to get out, and there's a DV charge. It's a bad time, man. And I promise you, JJ, that there were teams that were ready to put an offer out tonight to him, that now they're looking inside. And what do you do? So does this deter you? Does this deter you from putting out an offer for him?
Well, Charlotte would offer him a max deal, and let's see, he could.
Well, they can match.
Oh, they can match.
He's restricted, so they can match.
He previously turned down a $60 million extension from the Hornets last season. Silly money.
I'm just telling you, it's bonkers. It is bonkers. So yeah, I was looking for NBA stuff and figuring something was going to happen, and there you go. All right, when we come back, I'm expecting to be able to share with you some pretty big news on the professional sports landscape in our town, in our area. 505-246-0610. We'll get back to the phones after that. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, Jay Marie. That's that could be your show. You could be Jay Marie or Jay Marie. JJ Buck and A. Marie on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. The Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream Style Stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
This game was scheduled for 9 a.m. and we rescheduled it to the afternoon. Can Dalton Shilka stay alive? Oh, that one's a little long. And that does it. Game, set, and match in favor of Cameron King.
2-2 pitch. That's well hit. It might be trouble. No, sliding catch and right by Noah Morlock.
That's a hit past the pitcher. And just like that, we'll have another runner come in. And wow, just like that. La Cueva strikes again as Melania Macias comes in.
0-2. Line to second for the double play. Leadoff base runner erased. He was straying a little far on a line shot to the shortstop long, and he turns and tosses it to Padilla for the double play.
What?
So the second serve from Boson is in. Cross-court action going on at this point, and it pays off for Boson.
Make a play. There is the bunt, popped it up again. Long run, Cooper, and he's going to make the play. Catchers showing off their leather in this one. I'm out of it. In off the hands, right at Karras. He's going to short hop, scoop that, and turn the double play, maybe. Yes!
Whoa.
Double play! Karras let that one drop, and then a really tough hop. He certainly did that on purpose.
Wow, that's a shot. Wow, that'll do it. Oh my gosh. Man, a shot to center field over the fence for Genesis Jaramillo. And that's it, man. 10-0. Bears with the hot bats right now.
He is bunting. Got it way in on the kitchen there. And a great diving catch by the catcher, Trujillo.
What great play, what great hustle by Trujillo right there.
That's well hit to Cooper. It is high. It is deep. It is showing an in-flight movie. Home run, David Cooper.
0.9 FM and AM 610.
The Sports Animal.
It's been a long time since we had professional hockey in the metro area. The Scorpions, I worked for the Scorpions, love the Scorpions. My daughter said, Dad, I miss the Scorpions. I'm like, wait, I don't think you were alive when the Scorpions were here. It's like, I know, but it sounded really cool, and it was. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck. Ice Wolves have been great, and they will be great. Junior hockey out at the Outpost Arena, and went to the Final Four of the NAHL. But there's a big announcement in the hockey world today, and you're going to get professional hockey coming back to the metro area. Joe Cordova is a former Rio Rancho city councilor. He is one of the part of the ownership group and is going to serve as the general manager, and he joins us this morning. Joe, big day that I know you've been looking forward to for quite some time. Good morning, my friend. How you living?
Oh, I'm living great. I'm excited. I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's extremely hot, so I want to get back home.
Yeah.
But I'm having a good time here at the ECHL meeting.
All right, so tell people what's going on and how cool. Well, just give us the facts of what's happening and what's happened, and
Okay.
how cool this is.
Well, it's pretty cool. Well, the ownership group is RJ Sports LLC out of Duluth, Georgia, and the president and CEO is Jerry James. The team, the ownership, has submitted the application to the ECHL to have a team, an expansion team, come out to New Mexico. Everything looks good. We were hoping to have, a final blessing from the league during the governor's meetings on Monday and Tuesday. There's a few little I's that need to be dotted and T's that need to be crossed, but we're hoping here in the next few weeks that it will be official. But we're excited about the opportunity to bring professional hockey that's a team that will be affiliated with the National Hockey League. Like I said, we couldn't have done this without, the help. One of the owners, too, is Rudy Becerra, a local Albuquerque, Barelas product. Rudy has been very instrumental in working with all of us, and, as also part of the ownership group, which is minority owned, which is awesome, and that's kind of a big blessing for the league and the NHL.
All right, Joe, I want to explain real quick. So the ECHL is a long-established league. It is the premier Double-A hockey league in North America. It started in 1988, the East Coast Hockey League with a few teams, and it has expanded. It's in 2 Canadian provinces. It is out. This team will be called the Raptors. Will be the New Mexico Raptors, or
Yes, the ownership group has kind of, we've settled after tossing a lot of stuff back and forth, and we've settled on the New Mexico Raptors.
And we'll play in a mountain division with Utah and Idaho and probably Rapid City. So, I would think so, Jeff. I mean, we don't know until the league formally, aligns those things. But we are, assuming right now that would be the case. And Joe, they'll play at the Rio Rancho Event Center, not this coming hockey season, not this October, but it'll be in October of 2023. So here's the deal, boys and girls, and a bottom line is for you. And we'll ask Joe some questions, but you're getting pro hockey back. This is a higher level than the Scorpions were in the WPHL. This is affiliated with the National Hockey League. This will be the Double-A affiliate of a team, and this is pretty big. And if you look through, you go through the league and see where they're playing. I mean, teams from Atlanta and Jacksonville and Orlando and Florida, and you look out west where teams are in Wichita and in Boise and in Salt Lake City and in Kansas City. So this is a really, really big deal, and it's the newest member of our metro area's professional sports landscape. Joe, congratulations.
No, I'm excited, and thank you, Jeff. And we couldn't have gotten to this point without, relentless work and help from, the mayor of Rio Rancho, Greg Hull, and his staff. The administrative staff have been amazing. Matt Bollinger and Spectra over at the arena, all those documents and LOIs have all been dotted and signed. So, there's been a lot of work up to this point, and we're just excited. Like you said, Jeff, we're bringing Double-A hockey to New Mexico, and we will be feeding, players up the league. And then, I don't know if the fans know that, but Betnar of the Colorado Avalanche coached in the ECHL. Won the Cup in the ECHL. He coached in the AHL, won the Cup there, and now he's got the Stanley Cup. So, the prestige of the ECHL is enormous. We're excited, to do this and to make it happen, and we're just a few weeks of really having it to come to fruition.
Joe, JJ Buck here. Why is this a project that you wanted to be a part of to bring back hockey of this level to New Mexico?
Well, from my perspective, I think the timing was right. Back when the Scorpions were in Rio Rancho and moving from Tingley, the population base in Rio Rancho was about 60 to 70,000. Rio Rancho now has exceeded 100,000 people in population and base, and there's a lot of people who have moved into Rio Rancho who are from hockey cities, and we felt that now was the time, and we knew the league was also looking at bringing hockey back to New Mexico because the numbers were starting to line up, as well as the stars. And I think it's an opportune time for New Mexico, the Albuquerque metro area, and the city of Rio Rancho to embrace something that everybody has been wanting. And I think the fact that we now have, a population base that will help sustain the team, and that's going to be critical, is that everybody, in Albuquerque and west of the Rio Grande, come out and support the team. And if we have fans in the stands, we're going to produce a product that the city of Albuquerque and the state of New Mexico has never seen. I mean, this is fast hockey.
Joe Cordova is going to be the general manager of the New Mexico Raptors, the new professional hockey team that'll start in the fall of 2023 in the ECHL. He's with us on the opening drive this morning, breaking the news.
Well, Joe, the headlines are just starting, and you mentioned some of the population base, but what is going to be the key to connecting with the fans, not just in Rio Rancho, but throughout the area, to build the excitement for the Raptors?
I think it's going to be marketing. I mean, we have an ownership group that is committed to marketing the team, and it's also committed to extending an involvement in the community. We've seen the model from New Mexico United, from the Isotopes, the Gladiators, and the Roadrunners, and they're slowly becoming successful, those teams here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. And it's all about engaging, the fans, and we're going to, take that to heart and make sure that we engage, the fans in New Mexico and in the Rio Rancho Albuquerque metro area.
Joe, I know you've heard this, and we've had this conversation. Why can a team succeed out there? And you talked about population. Thunderbirds went out there and Scorpions went out there, and it didn't work. Gladiators seem to be doing well out there. The Runners seem to be doing well. So why, I guess, what have you learned from them specifically? And I know you talked about the population growth, but why is it going to work now? Because it just didn't in the past.
I think one is, the ownership group is committed to excellence. That's key. And the ownership and the caliber of hockey is going to be the likes that, New Mexico is not seeing. I mean, we're talking about guys who are one or two steps from, being, at the big show, the big dance, to making it to the National Hockey League. And the fact that we have learned that, people complain that, well, it's way out there. You know what, folks? I'm here in Vegas. I've been to Dallas and Los Angeles, and it takes anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours to get from, your home to a venue. In Albuquerque, we're kind of spoiled, and we complain it takes 30 minutes to get someplace. And I've taken the drive from Rio Rancho to Fort Hills and to the airport, and it's less than 25 minutes. There's new routes to take to the arena from all locations, especially with New Mexico 550 being completed and getting on Paseo del Volcan / the Pete Domenici Highway.
There's ways to get there. Get there.
And it's easy to get there. And I think we're going to market how to get to the arena and publish routes to get to the arena so that people can understand that, hey, it's not as far as you think. Rio Ranchoans, we have always been used to driving into Albuquerque with no complaints, no problems. We live and work in Albuquerque. I mean, we live in Rio Rancho, we work in Albuquerque, and there's no complaints. And so, for them to say that the arena is too far, it's kind of a moot point now with the transportation and the roads that have been, brought into the arena. So we're excited that,
it's time,
we're
Joe.
going to bring a product to the metro area that they're going to want to come and see and be part of.
And Josie, speaking of that product, your investment, the investment of the rest of the ownership group, what do you want to see this team become?
Well, we want to see it. Last night I was at the awards banquet for the the awards that the ECHL produces. I want to see this team to be up there. The ownership group that's part of here. The teams, their team got nominated for 9 awards for the league. They didn't get any, but I mean, I want to see that that we're doing an excellent job, and the league is recognizing it, and we're doing things to get recognized, and that's all part of the excitement that we have.
Joe, congratulations. I know this has been in the works for a while, and this is the work's probably just starting now. Right now, the words. I can't wait to see the logo. By the way, how'd you end up? Real quickly on the name Raptors. We talked about it. Would it be Scorpions? Would it be something else? How'd you get there?
Well, I think we tossed around a lot of names, and I think we looked at New Mexico. And Raptors did come up because we do have dinosaurs here, but we're not going to go in the direction of the dinosaur. But we have a lot of birds of prey, And Jerry James, the owner, is also a big, big into he's a big biologist, and so he said, yeah, raptors, and it gives us the flexibility. I mean, and anybody who's out in the outdoors in New Mexico, we have hawks, eagles, falcons, and you name it, osprey in this state, and I think it's exciting that we've picked, an animal or a bird that represents the state of New Mexico.
Congratulations, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your trip, and the work gets started now. I know we'll talk to you a lot about it, but this is pretty exciting news for a lot of people, and best of luck to you.
Yeah, no, I want to congratulate you too, Jeff. You've been amazing. Congratulations on your awards, and we're excited. We're hoping that in the next few weeks we will reach out to everybody and have a formal press conference with Mayor Hall over at the Rio Rancho Event Center, and we'll relay more details to the public, and we'll unveil the logo and the colors and all that stuff. Beautiful. And then announce some contests and stuff like that for the fans to get involved with.
Looking forward to it and see you then. Safe travels back. Congratulations to you and the whole ownership group, Joe. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Be well.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. Bye-bye.
Joe Cordova. It's pretty big news, isn't it? Joe breaks the news here on the opening drive. There is going to be professional hockey back in the metro area. The New Mexico Raptors will start play out in Rio Rancho in October of 2023. You can respond to that. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Want the news without the noise?
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream Style Stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. The Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own.
I think that's big.
It's double-A hockey. Yeah. It's not
affiliated
double-A hockey. Yeah. So it's similar to the pyramid you think about in baseball.
Yeah.
This isn't just a new hockey league. It's an established league. It's not going anywhere. And this is where this market needs to feast. New Mexico's getting a lot of opportunities right now, whether it's events like the tournament that's coming up or a ECL franchise coming in. And as a sports fan, as someone that is listening to the sports animal, this is your time because now you are truly getting things year-round to make your mark as a sports fan in New Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got opportunities and you got things to rally around. And we've watched success of Isotopes, of United, of a lot of different things. We have a bowl game that's been around going on 17 years, and we've got the history of the Lobos and the Aggies. But you've got an opportunity. If you look through this, do you have a favorite name in the ECHL? I think mine is the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. That might be mine.
Good.
But yeah, look, you got teams. There's a division. You get teams in 2 provinces, in Canada, Trois-Rivières Lions, the Newfoundland Growlers. That's a hell of a road trip. It's a long bus ride. To go to Newfoundland.
Get on the bus.
You can't take the bus there. I know. And tell the driver that I got to go all the way up there.
As opposed to Old Foundland.
That's right, Old Foundland. But this is kind of cool. So you got hockey back, and for those of you who missed the Scorpions and the old Tingley days, which I love.
I just love how we have to break down driving to Rio Rancho to the city of Albuquerque. Come on, y'all.
So You lived in New York City, right?
I went to college in L.A. and LA's way worse.
LA's probably
Way
more
worse.
synonymous.
Way
in
worse.
New York City, if you live in Long Island, you can get on the Long Island Railroad
yeah.
and take a train. And that's but LA, you're driving everywhere, man.
Oh man.
If you lived in the Valley and you go to a Laker game or a Dodger game, or you live in Orange County, you're driving everywhere. Well, that's to see the Dodgers, Jeff. I understand the difference. If you live in the Heights,
There's Ubers.
It is 45 minutes from my house. It is, but okay.
Okay.
There's not a lot of traffic.
It's all about planning, Jeff.
Well,
Maybe
Joe and
you're
I,
not going to make it to every game.
That's right.
But you circle, like, all right, this is the night.
Yeah, we're going to go. Joe and I have had conversations over the last month about what their planning is. I think they're really going to focus on people kind of
you got to build your base.
The river over, certainly on the west side of the river, and get into Albuquerque a bit. It'll be interesting to see how you feel. Like, there's a lot of East Coast transplants in Rio Rancho. I mean, you go to any restaurant there, and it's all of a sudden somebody's talking like this. Like, what the hell is he talking about, right? Right? Am I wrong?
You mean
been to Joe's?
Yeah, the Pasta House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got in a conversation with him.
Sure. Yo, with Joe?
Yeah, he let me have Panel vodka at lunch.
Attaboy. That girl.
Like
both.
But he got really into it.
You got to meet Sal out there too. I mean, they're all there. They like the hockey, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad we're able to get you that story, and thanks to Joe for coming on. I think it's exciting. I do. All right, we'll reset at the top, get you up to date. Live Golf starts today in Portland. So there's a big buzz there. And we'll get you up to date on the latest in the NBA stuff because we are in free agent or spending season. Glad you're with us. Thanks for remembering you listen to the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit CarCrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream style stucco. Stucco color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream Style Stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more
Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. Don't sweat the technique. This is the opening drive with 3-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and J.J. Buck.
Well, what's the occasion? It's very nice. Fred Slow, one of the men on, bringing in donuts and beverages. Not those beverages this morning. What do you got over there? What kind of donuts you get?
Don't sweat the technique.
She's eating.
She's eating it as we speak.
I think it's like a maple combination. I used to love these when I was a kid.
Well, thank you to Fred Slow, one of the men on from 2 Men On, for bringing in donuts this morning.
That's
that was
so nice.
very, very, very kind. It's the opening drive. Good morning to you on a Thursday. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck, A. Marie. Big news this morning. Hockey's coming back to pro hockey. There is hockey here, but professional hockey coming back to the metro area in the New Mexico Raptors. We're able to announce this morning that while it's not completely official on the league is basically accepted.
Like the offer's accepted.
Yeah, the ECHL. And I was the East Coast Hockey League. I think it might now be called that. I was looking. I couldn't find what EC means. I think it's East Central now. But the ECHL, the long-established AA hockey league in North America, affiliated with the National Hockey League, is putting an expansion team in Rio Rancho, and they'll play at the Rio Rancho Event Center starting in October of 2023. So that's big news, and congratulations to Joe and that group, and looking forward to the Raptors.
Same.
People,
I'm going.
People do.
I'm going to Rio Rancho.
This is not universal, but I think people. I don't know if it's even majority. There's a lot of people who think that live hockey is the best game to go to live. Like it's more exciting than a baseball game, football game, a soccer match, whatever. People love going to hockey live. Don't you agree?
Oh yes.
It does. It definitely is a game for some people that might not be into it.
Yeah.
It's hard to get into it just via TV first.
Well, it's hard to follow the puck.
Where's the puck? Where's the action? You kind of got to train yourself to understand, like anticipate what's going to happen.
And especially now that we're watching on 5.5 or 6-inch screens.
You have to go live if you've never been live.
100%.
If you will fall in love with it.
I agree with that. And by the way, the sweaters are cool, and the minor league hockey does all these different sweaters. I watched the Avalanche win the cup on my phone, and I'm not gonna lie, JJ, hockey's hard to watch on the phone, right? We used to watch 75-inch screens. Now give me my 5.5-inch screen. I'm gonna watch on there. I kind of knew what was going on. I watched at a rooftop bar in Winston-Salem. Watch your team win the cup the other night. It was cool, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Parade today.
Is the parade today? Are you going?
We were gonna go.
We were supposed to be
We were
there,
gonna go and just do clean feed.
But
we have to work.
Yeah,
so
we
made this decision to work.
Why didn't you work from up there?
And
we could. I've done the show.
I got a
from
family
location.
reunion, isotopes. I got stuff going on.
Why didn't you go?
You know, some of us don't get to pick and choose what tournaments we get to play in, so we just had to.
You could have played from afar. Austin would have loved this.
We were really thinking about it, like clean feeding it up there.
I think you should have.
Yeah.
Well,
not a bad drive.
No, it's easy.
Brand new Avalanche fan, Amory.
I guess it's as far as Rio Rancho.
Never gonna get better than this.
But it's all interstate.
I love that all my friends will drive to Denver and Colorado like every weekend, but oh god, if you have to go to Rio Rancho, boy oh my. My friends go to Colorado all the time for like breweries, snowboarding, like whatever it may
A
be.
Rockies game,
So-
Broncos, whatever.
anything,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
oh my god, if you have to go to Coors.
This in Rio Rancho? No. I have a life.
So I was trying to make a doctor's appointment for something recently, and they're like, "Oh, downtown, we're booked, but we can go put out. What's the one? Was it Rust? What's the?
Oh, Rust Medical.
All the way out there. I'm like, I don't know, man. I might wait another 2 months to get this taken
At least
care
it's
of.
not Sandoval.
Instead of going all the way the hell out there.
I can't get my Heights friends to come down here to like go to a bar or restaurant.
Crazy, man. Ryan says I live in the city of Dallas, and it takes 40 minutes to get the Cowboys and Rangers. And I get that, and I know,
And traffic.
And I know you're sitting there telling me, yeah, but he's watching the Cowboys, not the Raptors. All right, but that's your team. Like that's the experience. I get the
What we
difference
got.
between big league and minor league. I do get that, but I don't know, man. This is hopefully this town is getting over that. And I think, look, people are going to Isotopes. I was out there last night what was last night? Wednesday? Nice crowd. Beautiful night last night. I'm just kicking myself for leaving before the Taco 10 promotion. Nice crowd. People go there. People go to United, right? People go to Lobos.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yes.
when it comes to especially Lobo basketball, which the majority of the fan base hangs their hat on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of woe is me that goes on.
In regards to what? I got to work 26 weeks a year, and I don't know if I should hang out with my
No,
dog.
coach. Here we go again, building the walls as a fan. But in terms of just the direction that Albuquerque, that the metro area, that Rio Rancho, that New Mexico is going in right now, it's in a great place to build sports fans, to hit multiple sports fans. New Mexico United, on a cold Saturday night, Birmingham Legion was in town.
Was it cold the other night?
Saturday night was?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Was it cold?
Yes, the sweater night.
Monsoon
After the
season.
rains the last few days.
All right,
It's been cooler.
chilly. Yeah, right,
It's
right.
chilly
Yeah.
for what you expect in June.
Yeah. 12,000 or something?
They just got the biggest crowd in the USL Championship this season.
Yeah.
So like things can resonate, things can work in this market. There's a lot of positivity to build around.
I think that's right. I think that's right. And people are going to find what they dig. And I have no doubt that Joe's going to create a great atmosphere out there and do something that you want to go to. And the difference between, and I don't know why this is, JJ, the difference between Isotopes and United and or Scorpions and or Raptors, fan base, not everybody, tends to care more if you win or lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isotopes game, you go out, you have fun. There's 100 and whatever games. It's minor league baseball. I'm out there, and maybe because it's outside, but it's
There's a history. It's summer baseball. It's been here for a long time.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if the team loses or wins
There's
or
an
falls
event.
on their back. What?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
and so now you have to try to build that
Yeah.
with these other things. This is going to be tough because you're talking about fall and spring. So you're battling the big dogs.
You are.
But you have to keep grinding. You have to build that base. See, all right, everyone talks about how awesome Rio Rancho is.
Yep.
Everyone's going to Rio Rancho.
Let's see.
Well, when are you going to show up and support something out there?
How many or Gladiators games have you got?
Rio Rancho wins.
Yeah.
To start to embrace them.
Well, I mean, Gladiators, how many are people going out? I think they've got their base now, and I hope people are sampling it. I think they should. I think that they will get a core crowd, a core fan base. Like, I tell you this a lot. The Scorpions' core fan base back in the day was as passionate as any fan base, including United's, including Lobos, that I have seen in my 25, 26 years here. Now, was it as big as the Lobo fan?
No.
I would tell you, I think it might be as big as what United has. They had a really nice core that loved that damn team, that supported them, that knew every player, that were wearing their sweaters, that were buying up the different, promotional sweaters. Loved them. Can they get that back? We'll see. Because hockey's cool and professional hockey's cool, and we'll see. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they thrive. All right. 505-246-0610 is how to get to us. You can also send text, and I know you have access to that. The text line 505.
What do you think is a
246-0610?
similar market when you're looking at the ECHL
Boise?
right now?
Boise?
Yeah.
Don't you?
To the Idaho Steelheads.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've got a great arena downtown. Like now, their thing is right downtown. Yeah, I've been by that arena. And they've got a whole clean downtown. But I don't think Norfolk is totally different than this town. I think that's a similar market.
I'm trying to get an idea of what Steelheads game looks like.
And they're fun. They really like them. Do you think Wichita's much different?
No, I think that's.
There's some
like
big
mid-sized cities. That's what I call them.
Look, there's some big cities in here like Cincinnati and Orlando and Kansas City and Salt Lake City. Like
Great
in
markets
this league.
for it.
There's really good, and then I think Greenville, probably a little smaller, but Atlanta's in this league. Savannah. So I would, if you're going to ask me as I'm looking through the standings, what's a similar market? I would tell you Norfolk, Boise, Wichita, and Indianapolis is in here too. Yeah, would those work for you? Tulsa? You think Tulsa's? I think Tulsa's.
I was
very
trying to get an
similar.
idea
Yeah.
of just
Tulsa.
crowd sizes. What
Tulsa, Boise, Wichita. Maybe not even Wichita.
these
Tulsa,
teams
Boise,
drawing.
Norfolk. Go there.
Okay. So like say Idaho Steelheads. Home opener last season.
Yeah.
5,000.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good crowd.
yeah.
And I mean that
There you go.
building holds what, 6? That'd be a great crowd.
Yeah.
That'd be a great crowd. And again, the difference is going to be in Boise. That arena's right downtown, right there in the center where they funnel everything.
Yep.
This is in downtown Rio Rancho. It's a little different, right? How are you going to respond to that? The other thing, at some point, and I haven't talked to Joe about this, will there be some sort of a transportation option to get there? I don't know. Would somebody, if you said we're going to have a bus go out there from, just say Sandia Casino parking lot.
Okay,
That's a great idea.
Is that an area? I'm like,
I was gonna say we're gonna build a bus lane.
No. But you can go out
downtown.
there. You can have a few, right? Or you don't have to drive all the way out there. It'll be a complimentary bus.
Okay.
Right. So that means somebody will sponsor it. And maybe it'll be sponsored by Sandia Casino, right? Where you can just get people to there. I know they're going to be big with Santa Ana because it's out there, but I'm just throwing stupid ideas out there.
It is the Rio Rancho Event Center now.
It is. It is the Rio Rancho Event Center. But would you be more apt to get on? Well, I'm not getting on a bus with a bunch of people I don't know. But a nice, not some school bus, a comfortable bus
like
where you can bring a cocktail or have a cocktail if you want.
I don't know if we can do that.
Why?
I don't know.
All right, then.
Or at least
All right,
a way
family friendly. All right.
to where when you
I'm have a few. All right.
Realistic
fair enough.
expectations
All right.
for Albuquerque.
So to
you
Jake,
have a few.
Oh,
it's
totally.
A way to
Totally.
after the game
And then have an Uber parking lot there.
get somewhere safely because I know I've had conversations with people out there that
we got to
say-
go through 4 jurisdictions.
Well, and also you have to immediately. There's not a place here. All right, let's go here and hang out. It's immediately like you're in your car and you're driving off.
Yeah. So would you be more apt to go out there if you could get out to Sandia Casino and get on
a bus?
Have your fun. Go
Yeah.
back to the casino.
Yes.
get on the Raptor ride and go out there,
Maybe get back to the casino, find some food,
right?
and then
Do your thing.
be safe on the way home.
I'm just throwing you out ideas. Would you be more apt to go? All right, I'll get you up to date on NBA stuff. Live
genius ideas.
It's what it's what we do. So thank you for being with us this morning. Thank you for remembering that you listened to the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
If I didn't know any better, I would say.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
the Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier.
Free agency getting started in the National Basketball Association, so that means a lot of money is going to be passed around, and a dude that was up for a lot of money got arrested. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. I don't know if you know who Miles Bridges is. I don't know how closely you follow the Charlotte Basketball Hornets. But he was the leading scorer for the Charlotte Hornets. He was a restricted free agent. He was standing to make some max deal. Might still be. TMZ got him arrested. Well, got him. They reported that he's arrested on domestic violence charges. They're gathering additional information, and I'll have no further comment at the time, Aunt Marie. 24 years old, averaged over 20 points and 7 rebounds last year. And
what is up with the Hornets, Jeff? You were just out there, so you're our Carolina insider.
Yeah, no, that's me. It's humid.
You know everything that's
yeah, no,
South
it's humid. My
Carolina.
hair grew. Yeah, it was crazy.
You got the pulse of the region,
no doubt.
It feels like the Hornets
Yeah.
should be one of the teams that you want to buy stock in right now. LaMelo Ball,
Yep.
rookie year.
Yep.
Like we're past, big baller brand and the dad screaming like these kids can play.
Yeah.
Melo's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like there should be
Michael Jordan
really good excitement
Yeah.
for the Hornets. But yet it's not just a Miles Bridges situation. It's the fact that Steve Clifford is a veteran head coach. He's coming back to coach Charlotte for the second time.
That's right.
Like, how could a franchise that feels like they do have a lot of positive momentum, they got a player that's the face of the franchise, they've drafted well. When you look at a Miles Bridges before today's news of the domestic violence arrest, what they've kind of invested as a team, they're a playing team, they're really close. How did they get in this position where they had to rehire a coach? Like, where's the momentum? Like, why is there not
Who was
more?
their coach? Oh, it was James
Borrego.
Borrego, and they fired James Borrego. And then they tried to hire Kenny Atkinson, and he said, no, I'll stay as an
I'm
assistant in
good.
Golden State. Yeah.
Like, because this, to me, doesn't feel like a step forward for that franchise.
Well, and here's the other piece of that. It's a good market.
You were making steps with James Borrego.
Well, so it's a good market, too. Like, I always tell you, and Colin Cowherd's on this a lot, free agents want to go where they want to live. That's why you don't see a lot of free agents signing in Green Bay, Detroit, Milwaukee, Minnesota, right? I mean, they want to. Nobody wants to go freeze, and they want to go live the lifestyle. That's why people love going to Phoenix and Los Angeles and San Diego, and right. That's where they want to go. Texas, Florida, no state income taxes. Charlotte's a great place to live. Charlotte is filled with Northeasterners. Like Charlotte is a wonderful, booming town. It's got a vibrant downtown. There's a cool vibe to it. And so I think you throw that into it, right? Michael Jordan's the owner. You'd think they'd want to be affiliated with that. So I don't know. I don't have the answer because I thought that was a market and that was more so a team that was going to be on the rise. I thought that
they've
was
done well. PJ Washington, good rotation player. Mark Williams, they just drafted him in the first round. Long, big, athletic center out of Duke. They can mix around the veterans. Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward kind of figure that out. Felt like there's a really good foundation and future, and yet not just the Steve Clifford stuff, but now the Miles Bridges situation. And you're like, oh, maybe you can see why. I don't know why, but because it would feel like I would want to take that opportunity. But Kenny Atkinson, like, yeah, I'm just gonna still be an assistant. Maybe win some championships over here, then be a head coach.
Does he know something? Is Steve Kerr on his way out at some point in a year or two, and he's the heir apparent? I mean, I don't know.
Mike Brown took the Sacramento Kings job.
Yeah, so he moved up a chair. He did get a raise. I mean, would you wrap? All right, there's a question. I mean, do you want to win or do you want to be the head coach in Charlotte? I mean, so would you rather be the number one assistant for the best team, and I would argue maybe the best franchise in the National Basketball Association right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although it's really expensive to live in California, the taxes are crazy, and it's expensive to live in San Francisco. But would you rather be the number one assistant for the Warriors or the head coach for the Charlotte Hornets?
I think it's the deciding factor in this is that Kenny Atkinson has been a head coach before.
Okay.
And I think it would be
And he will be again if he wants to be.
And I think it would be different if this was a guy that's never had the opportunity. I don't think one of those guys would turn down the chance to go be a head coach.
If it was their first time, yeah. And I also believe that Kenny Atkinson will be able to pick his spot when he wants to be a head coach. So next round, and whoever's going to be up next year, and I'm not going to sit here and run through teams and tell you, well, they're going to be up and they're going to be up and there. Kenny Atkinson was a finalist for the Lakers job, right? He was offered the Charlotte job. And so when, I don't know, man, figure it out. Brooklyn, I mean, right?
You never know. Like, we didn't think the Utah Jazz would be hiring a coach this offseason.
Yeah, but
and
that's
they
not where he would want to go. So, I mean, if Brooklyn opens, if the Clippers open, if Atlanta...
Well, he was the head coach of Brooklyn.
Okay.
That's where he was head coach.
All right. Guys go back. Didn't they just see it in Charlotte? Yeah. I mean, but right.
I mean, I don't know if that's...
I don't know either.
Like,
but if the right situation, and maybe that just wasn't it for him. And which brings you back to your initial point on this conversation. What's wrong with Charlotte? Why do they have this issue? They should be further along than they are, and it's a really fair question because
it doesn't feel like that was a step forward
for
Charlotte,
bringing him back.
Like sometimes you're like, oh, that feels like a rough deal, but okay, this like Steve Kerr maybe taking the team to the next level. It's just, oh, we brought back Steve Clifford. You're like, okay,
yeah, veteran
coach, cool story.
Yeah. No, it's interesting though. We are in the free agent thing, and if TMZ is reporting, TMZ never reports, hey, this was really cool, this happened to him, and no. If you're a TMZ headline, it's a rough day.
Yeah.
If TMZ is talking about you, Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's what I always tell, man. If Larry Barker's knocking on your door, it's probably not working out well for you, right?
Not the hashtag you want to be a part of.
Yeah. All right, Liv's in Portland today. What about Liv golfers and their hopes to play in the Ryder Cup? That's a conversation as well. Should they represent their country? It's the opening drive or their continent. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. The Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream Style Stucco.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school.
In golf, is it the Masters, the Open, the U.S. Open, PGA, right? Are you a Ryder Cup, President's Cup guy, girl? Do you look forward to those?
Yeah. I watch golf on the regular, so.
Those are weird, right? Because they're during football.
Yeah.
So you get them on Thursday and Friday, and then they go into the weekend. You're kind of split screening, or you forget.
You might
about
catch some of it. Yeah.
What about the availability for live golfers to play this year's President's Cup and next year's Ryder Cup? So what about the Ryder Cup? Zach Johnson is the U.S. captain. Quote, so what I know is this. In order to play on the Ryder Cup team, whether you're top 6 or a pick, you must garner Ryder Cup points through the PGA of America. In order to garner Ryder Cup points through the PGA of America, you have to be a member of the PGA of America. The way that we're members of the PGA of America is through the PGA Tour. I'll let you connect the dots from there, end quote. So basically, no Patrick Reed, no Dustin Johnson, no Brooks Koepka, right? Now, the European are not saying that. The Europeans are not, they've not made that yet. You think this softens? Do you think it should soften?
Jeff, I don't think that most of the guys we're talking about care. Like when they're in the event, they might enjoy it.
Yeah.
But when you listen to Patrick Reed, Brooks Koepka, like they're not here for the Ryder Cup. They're not here for that extra time they need to devote to golf, even if it means playing for the United States.
USA.
Like I get a sense that these
4th,
guys
man.
don't care if they don't get to play in the President's Cup or Ryder Cup. They know they're going to find their way into the majors. And it does not worry most of these guys that they're getting axed out of certain events or maybe even these cups because they got what they were looking for, and that was a big check.
I think they care. I don't think they care more than they care about their money. I think they care. If you listen to their quotes, they want to play. I'm reading some of the quotes, and why it didn't matter before, and why should it matter now? And I thought about this and we weighed. Was it Patrick Reed was saying my family?
Who runs that?
Who runs what? The Ryder Cup team?
The Ryder Cup.
I think it's PGA. PGA Tour.
Well, then it's going to matter to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you listen to the quotes, they talked about how we talked about it when when we weighed the options, and the $100 million signing bonus weighs more than playing for the damn United States of America on the Ryder Cup team, and I've already done it. So I think they care. I just don't think the amount of their caring outweighs the amount of that check. The weight of that bag of cash weighs way more than the niceties of playing for good old USA. That's what I think. So I think they care. Do you care as a viewer? So now you're going to watch Will Zalatoris and Xander. I mean, we're still going to put a pretty good team out there. I think you're still going to care. So if it's Rory and the guys are still left, no Maury and Poulter, but it's Rory and John Rahm playing for Europe against Xander Schauffele and Will Zalatoris and Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. We still got a pretty entertaining field, right?
Yes.
As of now. As of now. So it's fascinating, you guys. It's just fascinating to sit down and watch that. All right, other stuff. You're going out. You going out to practice today? Is that what you're doing today?
Well, yes. Might be seeing some former Lobos, getting some work in, getting ready for the enchantment.
It's a workout. What are they doing?
Just a workout.
Oh.
Guys starting to trickle in. Chance to get
close.
in town, and we'll see. I don't know the total schedules. I think a couple of them might have opportunities in summer league.
Is it
which
2
is
weeks
like
from Monday? It is
a week away.
Oh.
For some of these guys.
Oh.
And I know Vegas Summer League wraps up the 17th, but that would be the
before we get there?
championship game. So if getting that far, go for a couple. You thinking right off the top of that, Anthony Matthews, who's been in the G League for a while, is he going to get an opportunity to play in Vegas, which would be a good lead up.
Be great.
Getting ready.
Yeah.
Coming out because Monday, July 18th, 8 p.m.
I don't
Lobos
know,
Aggies.
JJ, how are you going to install the offense and get the defense and get all the calls in? And how's Coach Kenny Thomas going to get this team whipped into shape and run Sandhills and get
You just
training?
know how many timeouts they have.
And use them?
Hey, pick and roll.
And use them? I mean, come on now.
We've all played pickup basketball.
Yes. Yes.
It'll be good.
So
yeah, they're out getting some work in this morning. Guys trickling in, getting some shots up. Next couple of weeks is going to be a lot of fun. You get a chance to reconnect with a lot of the enchantment guys.
You line someone up for tomorrow?
Got to get some of the Panamaniacs up in here.
Mm-hmm.
And the Aggies.
Yep.
Get that going back and forth.
Yep. So hopefully we get something for tomorrow and talk, because as much as it seems far away,
it's not.
Tomorrow would be July 1. It's the beginning of the second half of the year, by the way, which means you're 16 days away from. I mean, it's 2 weeks from next Monday, right? Damn, dude. So we're going to Vegas 2 weeks from what? Wednesday, Tuesday?
We are.
Dang, that's here too.
Vegas.
I know.
Coach, tell me about your
great
team.
off season. These guys are working very hard, very excited.
I'm really proud of the way our coaching staff has got them working. We're prepared. The guys worked really hard in the off season, and our administration's backing us, and we're looking forward. I think we're looking forward to what we've got in front of us.
Only one Troy Calhoun's like, I hate all this.
Yeah, and Troy's like,
This is
you know,
terrible."
Jeff, I don't know if we're ever going to win another game.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're going to be there with me this year.
Dope.
As I've done this solo for a lot of years, and hopefully, I've been able to pull off. Well, I may come back with 8 to 10 minutes.
It's a
of
conversation.
each
If
guy.
you look back
Yeah.
at the Mountain West football conversations that you've been able to have, great coaches, and you go once you get past the off season stuff,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
start getting good conversation. It's fun to listen to. But when you think about it, you're like the Josh Allens of the world, Rashad Penny's, like first round picks,
Brett
NFL MVP candidates.
Yeah. Josh Allen was on
College
twice. Rashad Penny was with us. I just go look through all those guys. We've been really fortunate with that. Zach Vigil was really good.
A lot of NFL players.
A lot of NFL players have
Mountain
been
West Conference.
on the opening drive from these. So I know, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna. I'm glad you're gonna get to experience that this time too.
Now we did get some response on the text line.
Oh yeah, what did it say?
In regards to ECHL,
Yeah.
the New Mexico Raptors coming to the Rio Rancho Event Center.
Yeah, what do you got?
One of them says, "Good luck to the Raptors. I'll attend." Then talked about just having some bad taste in their mouths from the Scorpions.
What was the bad taste from?
said Jim Garino.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Was
All
a
right.
liar.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
But someone that's all in. Another person responded 25 minutes from Fort Hills to Rio Rancho. LOL.
No, I said 45 minutes from my house out there. No, I didn't say
I think
25.
no, that might have been from the interview.
Okay.
Coming from
okay.
Mr. Cordova.
But still, it's
Then the hockey team in Rio Rancho reignites the lack of Albuquerque building a multi-purpose arena. I submit that the Raptors would have longevity if Albuquerque had a decent place for them in other activities.
I agree with that as well, by the way. That doesn't mean it can't work there. But it does. Yes, we look. I tell you, I've told you this for years. I told you this during the recent election. This city, Albuquerque, needs an arena more than it needs a stadium. Now, do we need both? I'll listen to that, but we need an arena.
Yeah. When was the last concrete push for
an arena,
a multi-purpose arena that was similar to what we saw last year with the soccer stadium on the
I don't know. It's been a minute. I honestly, I don't know. It's been a minute. But I've been here 26 years, and there's been talk about building an arena in this city the entire time, and it never got done. And I'm telling you, the answer, I still firmly think the answer is the fairgrounds area, where it would connect Fort Hills and Uptown, which are the two. Fort Hills, Nob Hill, and Uptown, the two vibrant areas. You can get there. There's public transportation, there's parking, you got the land. There's talk about moving the fairgrounds out to the west side, and you've got freeway access, and I mean, you've got the land. You don't like that? You don't have to.
No, I think a lot of the challenge is it's
you don't have to.
The connecting, so you hop over, it's not far, and you're right there, Uptown.
Mm-hmm.
Nob Hill's not bad when we're talking about distance.
Well, Nob Hill might expand up that high.
But it's about just the comfort of the area. It is questionable still.
But don't you think that would clean it up?
I don't know.
I do.
Because if we're just talking about an arena where Tingley is, we're not seeing any change right now with the fairgrounds. And
what if the soccer stadium and the rink go there?
Well, I don't know about
both go there.
I don't. Yeah, that because what would that do to the racetrack? I guess.
Well, you got plenty of room, man. If you move the fairgrounds out to the west side, rebuild the fairgrounds.
So this was where I was going, Jeff.
Yeah.
If you're thinking, all right, spending, all right, what it's going to take to make a move like this, do you think people would get on board with a combined effort? We're saying, here's our multi-purpose arena, here's the soccer stadium.
I do.
But build them by each other, so you start.
I do, and then there would be actually a freaking plan, and if you showed people how it was going to be financed, that it wasn't 100% publicly financed, that if you showed them a plan, that there was infrastructure. Look, the last one you're going down there was no parking, there was no way to get there, you didn't know where the hell it was going to be, let alone where it was going to park. It was just trust us, give us the money, and we're going to build it. And people said, bleep you. Right, but if you give them an actual plan, and to your point, we're going to put a soccer stadium and an arena, and here's the plan, here's how it's going to be paid. Yeah, I think people would get behind this, because then, well, here's a plan, here's who it's going to benefit, here's how we're going to pay for it, and I can get there. Yeah, I absolutely think it would be well received. Yeah, I do. 505-246-0610. That's just, I mean, you don't have to agree. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This from our sides with the CBS Sports Minute.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated, with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
The Sports Animal.
Hockey's coming to the Metro. Rio Rancho's getting a ECHL team, AA hockey. Kind of cool news this morning. Glad we're able to bring that to you. Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, and A-Marie, and Adrian.
And what is different about this is they're not moving a fan base. They're going to try to ignite a fan base in Rio Rancho and see if that city will buy in. Because I, of course, got already on the Twitter, Rick's like, no one's going to go. The Scorps moved. Yes, the Scorps moved. So their fan base didn't necessarily follow them. They're trying to first build their base in Rio Rancho. Hey, come out and support us. And then see what kind of support you can get from Albuquerque.
Has the Metro evolved enough since the Scorpions left that you can support it out there? It'll be interesting. Let's go. You got
a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
So
you got a lot of opinions. Terry, what do you think? Good morning.
Oh, yes. Good morning to all of you. Real quick, I just wanted to bring up you guys with the wonderful awards. You had an event in July, August 2018 out at the Central Grill on the west side. I stopped by, met you guys, because back then I was wanting to let you know there was a lot of us that listened, whether it was an hour a day, an hour a week, or got to listen the whole time, but never call in, that we really enjoyed your show through all the years. So, now able to call in. So on to that, the hockey, I grew up here with the old Six Guns, which was a lot like Slapshot. It was at Tingley. We were in high school. We'd have a few adult beverages, go down. Big highlights was one of our buddies got to do the Zamboni in between periods, and then knew it was hockey time when you'd hear both anthems, Little Old Canada and everything, and they would go at it. And, that was fun time, but it was minor league, and it was pretty rough and all that. And then on to the Scorpions, where I'd take my kids to the Scorpions and really loved that. And then all of a sudden, one of the games, we got the good tickets, and I go, where did my kids go? And they had a fight start right off the bat of the game, and they were down there right on the glass. And as time went on, I said, hey, you want to go watch the Scorpions? And especially my daughter they don't fight anymore. So, it was good evolution for hockey. I'm glad they've gotten rid of the two-line pass, so it's opened up the game. So I wish them well. It can be a good thing. I agree with you, Jeff, which maybe that makes it bad for you. I always wanted something to say, get rid of the fairgrounds, because there was hotels, just everything accessible, where, like I said, they probably could have had both a field and an arena out there, and everything was opportunistic, if I could speak English. And it just was something that we were always, as a town, a little 2 steps behind.
Yep,
so
still are.
I wish them well and all that. So from that standpoint, now, real quick on the Ryder Cup, guys, you took money from a country that wanted to fly a plane into our White House. So maybe you don't get to represent the country on an event like that. So just take your money, crawl under your rock, and you'll live nicely on that amount of money. Okay. So you guys, as always, have a wonderful day. Be safe. Take care.
See you, Terry. I think and they're going to be okay to take their money. And as Steve Miller once said, take the money and run. JT, how you driving?
Hey, I'm driving for the last day. I get 4 days off.
Look at you, man. You're like a live golfer. Work 3, get 4 off. I think it's beautiful.
I get 4, buddy, and work less. No, I'm just kidding. I had to call in and call and thank this group, this gentleman, for bringing hockey to our town again. My memory was taking my daughters to the Scorpions when they were kids.
Yeah.
And like A. Marie was saying earlier, you got to be there, man. For me, I wasn't raised a hockey fan. I'm raised in the South Valley. I never even knew. I still don't know the rules, but I watched the playoffs. I'm up to watching playoff games. But we went to the hockey at Tingley, and unfortunately it was Tingley, but the Scorpions were a blast. So now that we get it back, no more. The excuses are tired to drive to Rio Rancho. Okay. I'm a driver. I drive 500 miles, 600 miles a day. I guess I'm just used to it. But thank you for that. There's momentum in this city, Jeff. There's momentum in this city. Coach Gonzalez, Coach Patino, Kenny Thomas. It's going to take us as fans. We're always in the last of every category. But if we want, our kids to get off the street, get back to the family, take them to family-oriented stuff. We need more of this. Yeah, we need to get on the crime and we need to get on this, but we need more to do. Instead of going to Phoenix and Dallas and Denver, we need more to do here and take our families and do family stuff. So let's get on board with the Lobos, Isotopes, everybody.
Raptors
everybody.
Now.
Let's go.
Raptors.
I got to go.
All right, later. Raptors will be the new name of your hockey team. It's interesting. I think people are going to like this. This is positive news. There's no negatives to it. For those of you who are on the text line and say nobody's going to go, all right, don't go. That's what I tell you about a bowl game, man. People look for years. People have told me I don't want to watch Central Michigan play San Diego State. Don't go. Don't watch. There's too many bowl games. All right, don't watch. But plenty of people are. Plenty of people enjoy it. Plenty of people are experiencing positives out of it. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
And you got to learn. You have to learn from everything. And this is different than the Scorpions because you're not uprooting something that kind of had the base, everyone is used to it, and saying, oh, now we're doing this way over here.
Okay, I'll give you another difference.
And the like that area, not just Rio Rancho Event Center, but if you drive
west
you
of
know,
the
10 minutes either way, whether you're going towards the casino or going back down south, there's a lot more. There's going to be a McDonald's, Jeff, in driving distance.
No, there's not.
Like right there. On Unser and the road right before Paseo del
What's the
Balcon.
issue?
They're dropping a McDonald's.
I can get an egg muffin? Oh, wait, I can't. I can get a Happy Meal?
We're getting Raising Cane's too. You guys know
and
what that
a
is?
freaking McRib?
Yeah.
You can get yourself a McRib and in 2 minutes be at the Rio Rancho Event Center.
I mean, what more do you want? Here's another difference. When the Scorpions started in '96, it was a brand new league, the Western Professional Hockey League. They were one of 6 charter members. It was them and Waco and Central Texas and Austin and Amarillo, I think. It was the first game, the Austin Ice Bats. And this is a well-established continental league. Canada, United States, two provinces in Canada and throughout the United States. A affiliated league. Like I love the WIFL, the Western Professional Hockey League, which then merged with the Central Hockey League. I mean, let me just tell you, I worked in it. I worked with it. It was great. You're joining something that is well established and affiliated. You are going to have a NHL affiliate, whether it's the Kings or the Coyotes or whoever it happens to be. Okay, there's a difference there too. And some of the guys that you see, like Isotopes, are going to go up and play in the National Hockey League.
It's awesome.
And again, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, man. Don't do it. It's just another quality of life. When people tell me about a bowl game, it's not my thing. Cool. But it's a quality of life event for our community. You can go to hockey or soccer or baseball or a bowl game or a concert or a play or a comedy club or whatever it is you want. The more we keep bringing in, it raises the tide and raises the ships. Thanks to Joe Cordova. He's the general manager of the New Mexico Raptors, your new hockey team. He was with us today and broke the news on the opening drive. Jim Rome Show is next. The Herd with Colin Cowherd follows that. 2 Men On comes your way at 4. Isotopes and the Sugar Land Space Cowboys tonight. Adrian, A-Marie, great work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. JJ, big day for you today?
Huge day.
Enjoy it, please. Be good to each other. We'll be back at 7 a.m. tomorrow with more award-winning radio. Please be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. I'll smell you then.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. for life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.